came out with brand new ratings for 2021. Some people are excited. Some people are disappointed. I'm on the fence, but they dropped the Madden ratings for the quarterbacks. And the top 10, I'm going to just read them all. Mahomes is a 99 overall, which I think makes sense to most people. Russ, 97 overall. Lamar Jackson, 94 overall. Drew Brees, your boy Drew Brees, man, still doing it, I guess, 93 overall. This one was really debated on Twitter. Tom Brady at a 90 overall. Aaron Rodgers, 89. And this was the biggest debate here. Matt Ryan at 87 over top of Deshaun Watson at an 86 overall. I'm going to get your thoughts on these two, but let me finish the last two. Dak at 84, Wentz at 84, two NFC East guys. So what are you guys' thoughts overall, but in particular, the whole Ryan and Watson, 86 and 87? Jump ball, baby. Go get it.
Hey, I don't think.
Go ahead.
Who won it?
Go ahead. Watson got disrespected, man, a little bit. 86 overall, bro. Personally, honestly, I think that's a vast understatement because I think personally I could rank him as high as like a 90, at least a 90. You know what I'm saying? But maybe even like a 93. But you know, maybe that's being friendly. But he got a little. They paid homage to the old heads, you know, with them ratings with Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Some people say Aaron Rodgers it was low rating. I don't know. I think it was just about right. You know, and yeah, I think everything else sounded right. The rest of they got the quarterbacks right for the most part, except for Watson. Watson got disrespected.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think. You know what I base it off? I base it off the rankings that they gave. You know what I mean? When I look and I see Pat Mahomes at 99, so that's what I'm basing everything off of. I'm not going to say any player deserves to be a certain ranking because that's all subjective. But once you see the other rankings of other players, then you can start making comparisons. If we making comparisons, man, Matt Ryan? What? 87? Are you serious?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just basing that off the fact that the guys around him, you know what I mean? You got both Carson. You got Carson Wentz below him, Deshaun Watson below him. I mean, the list goes on. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see that Matt Ryan is a top 5 quarterback or even in that realm anymore. But I guess some people do. Some people do, and I can't be mad at subjective rankings. I found it interesting that both the NFC East guys were both right there at 84 overall, kind of waiting for one of them to prove themselves this season and rise above the other. Deshaun Watson, 86. I don't know. I do think they sold him short a little bit, but then again, that's only based off Matt Ryan at 87. But I think we also had some interesting development within those running back rankings. I think those running back rankings showed a few things that I was projecting, man. We spoke about this, fellas, about the top running backs in the league. And some were surprised to see Derrick Henry in that number 2 spot. But y'all know how I feel. I think he's the best RB in the league right now. I thought he should have been number 1. I thought Christian McCaffery getting a 99. It's a little outrageous to me. I know he's a great player. He's on the GOAT trajectory, but he doesn't have the W's that I think you need to have to be a 99 overall.
I mean, solid point. What you think, G?
Christian McCaffrey, I don't know, bro, because to me, Christian McCaffrey, last season, based on last season, he was the best running back in the NFL, right? Can we say that?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So I'm saying
second.
I don't want to say he's elite as a pass catching back, and then he became also he was elite in college doing it all. Honestly, I used to cover him back in the day. That's a whole nother story, bro. I covered him in his college days, and that boy would been nice. And he did that in the NFL. Then he bulked up, and then he got strong as heck. And then he got big boyed on him, and then he was even beasting dudes like on some strongman stuff. So I'm just like really wondering like what holes do y'all see in McCaffrey's game? Because I literally can't even think of any. Because he's also great in pass protection.
I'm not saying he has holes in his game, man. Like I'm not necessarily saying that. I do believe, in my opinion, he's 1A and 1B with Derrick Henry right now. Only reason I give the nod to Henry because I feel like Henry's the type that can put a team on his back and take them somewhere and win with them. Now, I haven't seen that same thing out of McCaffrey just yet. I think he's a dog. I think he's a great player. But I saw Derrick Henry make a playoff run with Marcus Mariota. Then the next season, I saw him doing with Ryan Tannehill. Neither of these guys are doing that without Derrick Henry, in my opinion. So to me, you know, I mean, and at the end of the day, I do believe Christian McCaffrey is a great player. Don't get me wrong. 99, I hold 99s for the best players in the league. If I'm talking best players in the league, my mind instantly goes to Pat Mahomes, but it doesn't instantly go to Christian McCaffrey, and that's just me.
Hey, G, man, talk to this man, G. I know you got some thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on Dak and Wentz. I want to hear your thoughts on Mahomes. I want to hear your thoughts on the whole Deshaun Watson versus Matt Ryan, and then get to the running backs. Give me your quarterback scoop first.
My quarterback scoop is like it was okay. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I would have personally put Aaron Rodgers above Tom Brady, but given the fact that this year Tom Brady did it with less weapon and was still consistent enough to go to the playoffs and make a run with that type of team, so I get the stats and why they give him that kind of a rating with Madden. With Deshaun Watson, I think he gets hurt. It's the fact that game against the Chiefs, like it has to bother people who put up stats and statistics together to see that kind of game unfold with the second quarter. In the first quarter, you're like up 24 points, and then from there on, you get shut down until I believe like the beginning of the fourth quarter. You don't score another touchdown to a defense that necessarily wasn't ranked top 5 just yet with the Chiefs at the time. I believe they were going into that game top 10, but were in the top 5 defense in the league at that time. So you think about it, like you ranking him, and then you're just like him and Matt Ryan, like, okay. Like, do they show up at the big times? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on where you're talking big times. If it's during the season, yeah, you give it to him. But if it's during playoffs, he's out here looking like Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Like, I get it. You rank Lamar Jackson that high because the caliber of play that he gave us this year, where he was just like Michael Vick Madden 07.3 going beast mode. Like, I wonder when you play him in this game, how electrifying he's gonna be. Like, shit,
that's crazy. Word.
He's gonna be a quarterback and a running back all in one pocket. Like, shit, I'm playing him I'm playing him in the back.
What you think? What you think about Derrick Henry at 2 overall, McCaffrey 99?
See, I personally, I get it, because McCaffrey was everything in the offense, even with he didn't have his quarterback. He went into the season with the first quarter, I believe, just with Cam Newton before he hurt his foot again, and then it never came back again. And he had, Keenan Allen. He's now Redskins quarterback. We don't even know if he's going to take Haskins' job just yet. Maybe. I pray he do, because the man on top, literally the man on top of me, is going to owe me some petty. But, yeah, so it's like, okay, you get that. And with Derrick Henry, it's like Derrick Henry did have a defense throughout the year. He had a legit defense. So as long as the defense gave him enough time to get back on the field, Derrick Henry was the man, but he couldn't just do it by himself. It did show that he needed a quarterback to make the second leap as a running back, to break down that defensive line that either tried to stack the box against him. He was the man. The man was literally a man amongst boys. But I am kind of upset, man. They tried to give my boy Saquon Barkley at 81, and then they heard the Masters, and Madden was like, oh, shit, we fucked up. We dropped the ball and gave us a 91 now. I believe my boy should be at least ranked I want to say a 95, but I'm just a homer. I'm just a homer.
Well, you probably won't like this stat, but they got Daniel Jones rated below Haskins too. But I'm a big-time Madden guy. If you're out there watching and you was in my dorm when we was at Blue State, I probably took your money in Madden. But I want to get some of my thoughts real quick. Deshaun Watson and Matt Ryan in real life does not make sense. In Madden, it makes all the sense in the world, because Madden is one based on stats, and then there's a bunch of guys that I don't know. I'm not going to discredit those guys, but you got to think, Matt Ryan, he has a lot of weapons, right? What do you do with a lot of weapons? You want to win. That's inconsistent, but he's put up a lot of numbers, man. The last 2 years, he's put up almost 10,000 yards, over 50 touchdowns, and about 20 interceptions. You can't argue with those numbers. You just can't. And and it makes sense in terms of Madden. And if you've ever created a play on Madden, you know that the awareness of the player is kind of what drives that overall a lot of times. And they have Matt Ryan's awareness about 6 or 7 points higher than Deshaun Watson's. I don't think that's fair, but Matt Ryan is a vet that's been to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to argue with that. Not at all. What I'll say about the Derrick Henry, again, it's all about your ratings, your trucking power. And Derrick Henry does a lot of things that a traditional running back does. I think Madden needs to re-weight the running back category because no one's just running the ball anymore. No one's just pounding the ball anymore. You have to give more weight to a running back that can run routes and catch passes. You just have to. I saw Kamara a little further back than I thought he should have been. Cook a little further back than I thought he should have been. If all you can do is run the ball right now, you don't even fit every offense. Every team doesn't want a Derrick Henry. Maybe Seattle, maybe 3 or 4 teams in the league that would want a Derrick Henry. Everybody else is trying to spread you out, man. Everybody else is trying to spread you out.
Because they don't have a Derrick Henry. Once you get a Derrick Henry, you start running that rock up the middle.
Think about Derrick Henry, bro. Derrick Henry wasn't, man. You talking about Derrick Henry? Y'all gotta go back to you, Bryce. I'm glad we talking about Derrick Henry again, so I can say that.
Talk about Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, bro. He had a really, really good season, bro, and he's had a couple really good seasons. But let's not talk about like he's been leading the team to the playoffs every year. This was the first time they actually made a run. So like,
how many years has Derrick Henry been in the league? How many years has Derrick Henry been in the league?
Huh?
How many years has he been in the league?
Like 4 or 5 years now.
4 years. Hold on, fellas. Before y'all try to discredit the boy, look what he did to I believe the number 1 team in the league in the playoff run. He literally beat the Ravens by himself.
Bro, y'all better put some respect on that man's name. Y'all better start recognizing that there's different styles of running back. And don't let this current style of running back that's hot right now cloud you from realizing that the other running backs can be just as good with a different style. Hey, is Jerome Bettis better than Christian McCaffrey? You gonna tell me Christian McCaffrey better than Jerome Bettis? That's how y'all feel?
Right now, today's NFL, Christian McCaffrey is better than Jerome Bettis.
No. What I'm saying is, as a football player, you start comparing this NFL, then we're getting into this era, that era talk. What I'm saying is, there's skills that are transcendent.
No, I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey is the better football player. You can ask Christian McCaffrey to do more on the football field. He's more capable. I'm going to run CMC.
He's more versatile. He's definitely a more versatile player.
Doesn't that make him a better football player?
Make him a better player. Just because you can do more things doesn't mean that the best thing that you do, the thing that you're best at, is more critical than winning than the thing that I'm best at. And that's what I think clouds people when they start ranking players and judging players. It's like, oh man, this guy can do this, and that. Well, my guy does this and he gets wins doing it.
Derrick Henry did not win
when he does it.
He didn't win. He didn't win.
He won the Super Bowl. He put the team on his back. It was getting him 200 yards. Come on, man. Y'all saw it.
I don't know, bro. You can't. You gotta put respect. Like I said, bro. He beat the Ravens by himself, bro.
No,
look back at that game.
Ravens beat the Ravens by themselves.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, the defense, and the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do it by himself.
That's a fact. We're not taking it away. It's a team sport, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you have to give people with props for their contributions. And I'm not gonna look, like I said, I believe that Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey are 1A and 1B. How you want to rank them is subjective, in my opinion. To me, right now, I just love what Derrick Henry brings. Another thing you got to think about is football is a game of will. It's past just skills. If I got a guy that's running into your line, your D line every time, he's breaking their will. So by the fourth quarter, everything that I do works. Don't take away from what that means to a football team. And what I'm saying is there's so many different factors that goes in when I'm thinking about who the best player is. I'm not just thinking about how many things a guy can do.
Well, you also got to think about the way the game is played. So if you think about Derrick Henry, you got to think about a guy that's going to be very, very good for you on first down, second down, but third down, you may have to sub him out of the field in some situations, or you may have to stretch him out. But Christian McCaffrey is literally a third. He's literally not even just a three down back. He's a 4 down back. He literally does special teams, and he's elite. He was an elite special teams player. Like, I think they probably just don't put him on special teams because they're trying to protect the dude now. But if they really needed the game, and Christian McCaffrey was down there for the punt, like, he can change the game in that facet.
Don't be a prisoner of the moment. We saw Derrick Henry get hot late in the season and turn it up. First 8 games of the season, my guy didn't even have 600 yards. First 8 games.
He's done what you just described. He's done that twice now. 2 years back to back. He's now proven that
he's a rushing king.
He's now proven that this is what he does. But you know why he does that? Because in the second half of the season, all them little guys, all them weak dudes, they tired. They don't want to hit that big boy. It's different when it's 6'3", 250 coming at you with 8 games left in the season than the first 8 games. And this is what I'm saying. These are factors that y'all are not taking into account when you're ranking how good guys are. But these things matter in a football season.
No, they matter in Madden. As a Madden player, if you got a running back like Derrick Henry, you don't even got to throw the ball, man. The elite guys, the guy that just won the championship overall, man. He ran the ball every single play. So
and that's what they used to do back in the day. And football, eventually, mark my words, guys, everything goes in a cycle. Football will get back to that. It's only going to take one team to bring back that wishbone, and everybody going to be like, oh my, it almost happened in 2012 with RG3. And it's about to happen. It could happen again with Lamar Jackson and them boys. It only takes one team to change trends because that's how trends get made.
I got a question. Who was the Russian king this year? Who was the Russian leader?
Wasn't it Henry?
Henry.
There you go.
Yeah, Henry? Bro, that's his one way you can impact the game, bro. McCaffery, shout out to Ron.
McCaffrey's a dog, man.
Who was the all-ground?
He's a dog.
And he had 1,000 yards receiving, damn near. Come on, bro.
I mean, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why Henry can't be 99. Because that 99 overall is based on the how you slide the attributes. His route running is going to suffer. His catching is going to suffer. So even if he's the better running back, like you said, it's different styles of running back. Even if he's the better guy to hand the ball off through the tackles, his Madden rating isn't going to be higher than Christian McCaffrey's. Probably never.
No, I agree. And you know what? I don't think D. Henry deserves a 99. And if we're talking Madden, I will say I think Christian McCaffrey deserves to be a few points higher than Derrick Henry. But guess what? McCaffrey ain't no 99, bro. 99 means that you can't touch me. 99 means when I get the rock, you can't touch me. And I love McCaffrey. I think he's on a GOAT trajectory. I think one day if he continues going up, we might look back and say that was the best running back of all time. But right now, in this present moment where I think he's at, ain't no 99. I think he can get to a 99, but he ain't no 99. He ain't no 99. I mean, he can't get no better? You telling me he can't get no better? That's what they telling me. You're 99. You can't get no better.
I don't. Honestly, if you get better, it's just because he got wiser. I don't see him getting no better.
He's not getting better because he got paid.
His stats last year were ridiculous.
He's not getting better because he got paid. Because the guy I am is going to be a lot different from the $60 million guy. You know what I'm saying? $100 million guy.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Your hunger is not the same.
I ain't see Le'Veon Bell in any of these rankings. That's all I know.
For a good reason.
You know what I say though? Hey, T, I think you bring up a good point. The hunger is not the same unless you a true GOAT. The true GOAT ain't playing for the bread. You know what I'm saying? If he's the true GOAT, it ain't gonna matter. You bring up a great point, man. That check changed a lot.
Shit, fuck that.
What you think? What you think, G, man? G, what you think about McCaffrey, man?
He's the truth. He's a dog, but my personally favorite guy, man, I'm gonna be biased all day, every day, man. Saquon Barkley, the guy I dedicate a day to the gym when the gym was over. Leg days, baby. Saquon is a better receiver this year. He's gonna prove it. This year, at the end of the year, Madden, they're gonna give my boy the 99 record. This year, he's gonna be the reason why Bryce don't even turn on to see the football games no more. Why Nick only watches games like this because he's gonna be like, God damn, look at him run that ball.
Wait.
Saquon.
Hey, Scrub, do you smell that, man? I smell a little homerism. Over here, man.
All day, baby.
Yeah, I smell like. Hey, look. Speaking